Hi, I'm Phil, and I want to share with you the next letter in the alphabet of achievement. And the letter today is the letter P, and the word I've chosen is perspective. Perspective. You see, what you see is very important, but how you see it is crucial. We have to understand that just knowing things are there is not enough for us to take the full advantage of their presence. We have to gain an understanding of perspective. What is where in relation to something else? One of the sayings that I heard as a child, and I'm sure if you've watched other videos of mine, you will have heard me use this statement. But I was only a child when I was taken along to a meeting, and the gentleman that was speaking simply said this line: "Two men looked out through prison bars. One saw mud, the other saw stars." You see, that lived with me. I've remembered that all my life. For those who know me well, they know I've got quite a shocking memory, and I don't remember a great deal from my childhood. In fact, there is a point in my childhood where everything cut off. I have no memory of my early childhood at all. But I do remember hearing that being said. And it's always been something that's played in my mind. In fact, I think my children, all four of them, would freely admit that Dad drove them round the bend over the years, as I would always be saying to them when they would take a gloomy outlook on something. Two men looked out through prison bars, and they say, yeah, one saw mud, the other saw stars. So I don't know if perhaps their overexposure to that statement from me has somewhat blinded them to its truth. But it's all about perspective. It's all about not just where you are, not just what you do, but how you do it. Because the one simply looked in one direction, the other looked in another, therefore their perception of what they were seeing was completely different. I want to share with you today just two simple ideas about perspective. You see, Caroline has taken up a hobby recently. Caroline's forever doing hobbies. She loves her craft. She loves so many things. Sometimes she finds that one of the crafts she's into, she can no longer accomplish because of various reasons as time passes by. But I think it was a friend Dawn that sent her a particular craft idea, which I had seen on one occasion when visiting a family, but Caroline hadn't come across. And that was this idea of building pictures out of tiny, tiny little dots. You just stick them on the page and it forms a bit like a cross stitch, but these are tiny little plastic dots arranged on a piece of material that has been printed with an image. And the thing is, I can use this new hobby of hers and her latest acquisition to just show you that sometimes if things are too close, you can't see them as clearly as you need to. You can't get the perspective that allows you to determine what exactly it is. Yet as they draw back and you're able to see more clearly, as you distance can sometimes be the gift you need in order to take in all that's there and what it really holds for you. So with that simple illustration of Caroline's newest hobby, I hope you can understand and have already grasped that in life, the greatest gift you can get sometimes is distance. Instead of pushing up close, you need to take a step back. Because if you don't take that step back, you can allow things that are important in life to become so big that they override the things that are absolutely vital. You can allow your work ethic to get in place of your family time. You can allow the desire to achieve this particular goal to cause you to drop the ball on a few other things that need to be done. So by drawing back, taking a moment in order to reflect and review and put things in perspective can make all the difference. Another problem with things getting too close and not being able to not only see the problem or the solution as clearly as you should, very often when things get too close, you can't see anything else. Let me illustrate. I said on my video on lists that I've started keeping a diary, and just to prove it, there's my pocket diary that I carry, and it's my pocket diary for 2019. The reason I have this diary along with others is because, as it says, it's a pocket diary. It's lovely and soft. I can pop it in the back pocket of my jeans. I can put it in the inside pocket of my suit. I can carry it wherever I am, and I can get it out and check whether or not I'm available if the mobile phone goes off. See, folks, if we're going to carry a phone in our pocket, which means people can get hold of us at any time, we'd better carry that list in our pocket of what's important so that we don't end up trying to do two things at the same moment. So this diary, by design, is deliberately small. And what I want to show you is that if I take this diary, and this is so obvious, but it is profound, and just move it from there to there, then suddenly this small diary is the only thing I can see. Everything in front of me, the camera, the laptop, the microphone I'm using, in fact, everything in this room, the large screen TV on the side, and even the view out the beautiful window here across the countryside, it's all gone. It's all gone. It's still there. But it has no meaning for me because this has taken over all of my vision. And we need to keep things at the right distance so that they sit in place with the perspective that is right for us, so that we can make judgments, so that we can make decisions. Not just make a decision, but make the best decision. Sometimes the decisions you have to make, there's no easy right answer, but at least if you're making that decision doing the best you believe is possible, then it's going to take you the furthest you're able to go. And you can't do that if you allow any one thing to occupy the space right up close. You see, I'm showing you this. Let me just prove to you that what I'm saying is true. Because if I just move forward and bring it over to you, then the closer you look at that, the less you see of what's going on in this room. So, let the camera focus a moment. So, we need to put things in perspective. We need to have that sense of proportion. We need to create the necessary distance so that we are able to, one, see everything there is to see in a given situation, and two, not allow any given situation to become so large in our view that we are unable to see everything else. Because very often, when you allow things to get too close, then you can't see the solution to the problem or the problem with the issue, and it's right there in front of you, but it's out of your view. So I hope that helps. I hope you can understand just how important getting the right perspective is if we want to make the most out of every day, to maximize every moment and to achieve our full potential. Because as we've learned today, if we want to change perspective, we simply have to move things. And sometimes the thing you have to move is yourself. Because I'll leave you with this thought. Your horizon is not the limit to your experience. It is simply the furthest you are able to see from the position you are in. So if you want to expand your horizon, if you want to get a new perspective on the possibilities of the experiences that are available to you, the opportunities that are available to you, if you want to see further, then just come up higher. Move from where you are. Take a new position, put things in perspective, and see for yourself just what is available in your situation right now, but you simply can't see it from where you're sitting. Well, I hope this has helped someone, but until the next time, I'll just say bye.